From heart-pounding action to mind-bending puzzles, we've gathered an incredible lineup of games that will keep you glued to your screen. Whether you're a casual gamer or a hardcore enthusiast, there's something magical about immersing yourself in a captivating single-player experience. So let's check out the 10 single-player games you absolutely need to play if you haven't yet. Number 10. Call of Juarez Gunslinger is such a delightful game. It takes you on a thrilling adventure in the Wild West, guided by the charming Silas Greaves. He tells captivating tales of his encounters with notorious outlaws, blurring the line between fact and fiction. The game's linear structure actually enhances the overall experience, making it even more enjoyable. And let's talk about the shooting mechanics. They are absolutely fantastic. The weapons feel so satisfyingly weighty, and the slow-mo concentration mode is just a blast. Dodging bullets adds an extra layer of excitement to the intense gunfights. Sure, the graphics may remind you that it's a budget game, but the hand-drawn cutscenes give it a unique and gritty graphic novel feel. In summary, Call of Juarez Gunslinger may be short, but it's an incredibly fun and story-driven ride. Silas's recollections and the superb voice acting all come together to create a truly memorable experience.
I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like Apaches often did. They would appear in great numbers from above and rain down lead on their hapless enemies' heads.
Number 9. Pacific Drive is an incredible blend of captivating realism and mind-bending sci-fi. Just picture yourself cruising down a serene highway, but instead of beautiful sunsets, you encounter roads teeming with fascinating anomalies. Ironwood Studios has truly created something special, immersing you in a Pacific Northwest that's overrun by pulsating horrors known as anomalies. Your trusty station wagon becomes your lifeline, and taking care of it is just as important as your own survival. The garage run by the lovable radio guide Oppie serves as your home base. Along with keeping the driver alive, you'll have to keep an eye on your car's fuel gauge, battery life, and tire condition. Cracked windows, damaged panels, and missing doors will require specific tools and a variety of materials found in the open world. Sure, there may be times when you find yourself stranded in the breakdown lane, but the game's incredible atmosphere, compelling writing, and deep gameplay make it a journey you won't want to miss. Number 8. Atomic Heart is an incredibly imaginative and unique game that takes inspiration from popular titles like BioShock. One of the standout features of Atomic Heart is its stunning visual design, which is truly superb. The enemies in the game are exceptionally well crafted, ranging from sleek and sinister mustachioed Terminators to adorable ballerina bots. The game's partially ruined labs facilities and transportation hubs are filled with fascinating snaking globules of liquid polymer. While the core gameplay loops are amazing, but there are moments where the game loses a bit of focus due to its wide array of mechanics. Atomic Heart draws inspiration from beloved games like Half-Life Portal and Arcane's first-person stealth titles, which adds to its appeal. However, at times the storyline can be a bit hard to follow and the combat may feel a bit weightless. Additionally, the first-person platforming can be frustrating, which somewhat overshadows the game's inspirations. In summary, Atomic Heart does have its flaws, but overall it's an enjoyable experience. The game's friendly tone and unique world make it worth exploring, even if it doesn't quite reach the heights of its inspirations. Number 7. Banishers Ghosts of New Eden is a super cool and unique ghost hunting game. It takes place in a supernatural version of 1600s America and has a really interesting mix of death, drama, and romance. You get to be a banisher, which is basically an expert in all things occult. You'll play as Red, a super emotional Scotsman, and Antia, a ghost who's also a master ghost hunter. Together, you'll solve hauntings, help spirits find peace, and guide them to the afterlife. The game's investigation mechanics are top-notch, but the combat can get a bit repetitive and lacks a bit of oomph. Our heroes do spend a lot of time processing their emotions and discussing their dilemmas, which can be a bit repetitive. You'll explore dark and spooky places, climb mountains, and even wait in slow elevators while pondering the deep meaning of life and death. But hey, at least you'll be banishing spirits along the way. In a nutshell, Banishers Ghosts of New Eden might not be the most groundbreaking game out there, but its memorable story and exciting investigative cases make it definitely worth checking out.
There is only defilement.
No.
Number 6. The Dead Space remake has been absolutely amazing. Developed by the talented folks at Motive Studio and published by Electronic Arts, it's a faithful reimagining of the beloved 2008 original. Prepare for stunningly realistic, weathered steel surfaces and atmospheric lighting that sets the perfect mood. The game stays true to the original's intense dismemberment, heavy shooting, while also adding delightful character details. The remake truly shines with its impressive new lighting, top-notch visual enhancements, and unexpected gameplay improvements. This stunning reimaging not only preserves what made the original so special, but also enhances aspects that may not have aged well. And let's not forget, it's one of the most visually and sonically impressive games available on modern hardware. Dead Space Remake excels in its thrilling, gun-toting, alien-blasting battles, but it also messes with your mind, keeping you on the edge of your seat. It expertly captures the essence of the 2008 original while delivering something fresh and exciting. To sum it up, if you're a fan of survival horror, action, or sci-fi, you absolutely need to get your hands on this game. It's an absolute blast if you haven't played it yet, and I highly recommend experiencing Dead Space Remake because it's an incredible game. If you missed out on it before, now's your chance to experience the heart-pounding terror aboard the ill-fated spaceship. Number 5. Enslaved Odyssey to the West made such a strong impression on me. The animation is absolutely incredible, not only in the characters' facial expressions, but also in their movements. The combat feels so smooth, and I love how the world design breaks away from the usual post-apocalyptic sameness. The lush green opening levels are such a breath of fresh air, and the story itself is simple yet so powerful. The acting really brings it to life with subtle deliveries and expressive body language that make the characters truly memorable. I will admit, playing on hard difficulty was a bit of a mistake. There were some cheap shots and frustrating bosses that made things more challenging than enjoyable. Climbing with Monkey feels fine overall, but there were moments where the handholds were a bit confusing. And I have to say, the turret and shooting controls were a bit underwhelming. I also encountered a couple of game-breaking bugs, which was a bummer. But all in all, I'm really glad I played this game, especially considering it only cost me a single US dollar.
Get them away from me!
Number 4. Star Wars Jedi Survivor is an absolutely amazing game that takes everything that made its predecessor great and brings it to new heights. Developed by the talented team at Respawn Entertainment, this game truly captures the essence of the Star Wars universe. The best thing is return of Cal Kestis, the protagonist, whose frustrations with the state of the galaxy drive much of the plot. Cameron Monaghan's performance really brings out Cal's weariness and the emotional toll of his repeated losses. The story itself is surprisingly personal, delving into the struggles of being a Jedi and a survivor in the face of an all-consuming empire. It's a refreshing take that adds a meaningful depth to the narrative, something that is often lacking in other Star Wars media. The combat in the game is fantastic, offering a wide range of options and feeling incredibly satisfying. The level design is also top-notch, with dense and rich environments that are a joy to explore. The improvements made to the exploration mechanics really make it an adventure that shouldn't be missed. And let's not forget the cinematic elements of the game. The set-piece action sequences are absolutely astonishing, reminiscent of the epic moments we've come to love in the Star Wars films. The final battle on Jeddah is a standout moment that will leave you in awe. While there are a few performance issues here and there overall, Star Wars Jedi Survivor is a smart, thrilling, and expertly crafted gaming experience. It's truly the definitive single-player Star Wars adventure that every fan should play.
I know what I want now.
Took you long enough.
Number 3. Alright, so Robocop Rogue City has been receiving mixed reviews, but let me tell you, it's a game that definitely has its merits. The gameplay truly captures the essence of being Robocop. It's a first-person shooter that includes all the iconic features like Robocop's powerful fist and his awesome visors. During gunfights, you can get really creative by using the environment to your advantage. Imagine throwing explosive barrels or bouncing bullets off wall panels. It's so much fun. The choice system in the game allows you to shape your own Robocop, whether you want to uphold the law or serve the public trust. This adds a lot of replayability and depth to the game. Now I have to say, for a AA studio, the game looks surprisingly good. The environments and visual effects are incredibly well designed. While the facial animations could be better, the overall presentation really captures the essence of the beloved Robocop franchise. Characters like Anna Lewis, Sergeant Reeds, and the Old Man are written with such faithfulness that it truly feels like a sequel to Robocop 2. And let's not forget about the new characters like Pickles and Ulysses Washington, who add even more depth to the world. Some reviewers have really appreciated the game's charm, solid FPS combat, and RPG elements. However, for players who are not familiar with Robocop, the narrative might be a bit overwhelming. But hey, I think it's safe to say that this game is a love letter to the franchise. It stays true to its roots while offering a fresh and enjoyable experience. Although it may have a couple of imperfections, I highly recommend giving it a try. Number 2. Jusant is an absolutely enchanting and peaceful puzzle adventure that revolves around the joy of climbing. Created by the talented folks at Don't Nod, this game offers a truly unique experience in a world where water has mysteriously disappeared. The attention to detail in the tower setting is simply remarkable, with every nook and cranny meticulously crafted. As you ascend, you'll uncover a captivating mystery that slowly unravels before your eyes. The addition of collectible letters adds a touch of life to the otherwise empty world, giving you a glimpse into the lives of its past inhabitants. It's truly a joy to imagine what this place was like in its prime and piece together its rich history. The climbing mechanics are wonderfully intuitive and downright fun. The level design takes full advantage of the tower's verticality, rewarding your exploration with deeper insights into the world. The game strikes a perfect balance between challenge and delight, keeping you engaged throughout. The poetic insights provided by the letters from the tower's residents add an extra layer of beauty to the experience. And let's not forget the masterful environmental storytelling that gradually reveals clues about the tower's past. Jusant's simplicity is truly its greatest strength, leaving you with a sense of wonder and a lingering desire for more. In summary, Jusant is an unforgettable journey that you absolutely won't want to miss out on. Number 1. The Quarry is an absolutely amazing survival horror experience that has received rave reviews. It's got these awesome character types and a super captivating story that keeps players hooked and on their toes. Think of it as a mix of Until Dawn and the Dark Pictures series, but with even better writing and a bigger budget. It's like a blockbuster horror movie that'll have you on the edge of your seat. It manages to balance life or death situations with a good dose of humor, creating this unforgettable summer fling of a horror game. So in a nutshell, if you loved Until Dawn or you're into spooky adventures, you absolutely have to check out The Quarry. Whether you're flying solo or with your buddies, trust me, it's worth every second of your time. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the world of single-player games. I hope this list has inspired you to discover new games and explore the vast universe of single-player gaming. Don't forget to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all our future content. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.